Plaintiff calls Detective Brian Newland.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
I do.
Thank you. You can be seated.
Except you're a public official, we won't expect to have your private residence address. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you introduce yourself?
Now, y'all, I don't know if this is part of, again, my Spielberg spectrum self-diagnosis, but watch this eyeball, because he goes cross-eyed. And someone saw this on a hiring board and thought, you know what, he'd be great when he works, you know, he should work with force multipliers and freedom seeds. He's legitimately cross-eyed. I could not get over this. And look, how?
Yourself to the jury, please.
My name is Brian Newland.
And Mr. Newland, where do you live? No street address, just generally.
I live in Adams County, Ohio.
And how long have you lived in Adams County?
From 1995 to 2010, and then from 2015 to current.
What were you doing between 2000?
And when do you expect to go through puberty? I mean, it's bad enough that his mom did his haircut, because I feel like his mom's like, yes, I know how to do a fade. You don't need to spend $13 at the Supercut. I can give you a fade. I just, that's how I feel like this haircut went down. His mom was like, you don't need to spend $13. Go out with them Jezebel women. Call someone when your testicles descend, sir. Or ask Lisa to help you get a deeper voice.
2010 and 2015.
I was in the United States Army.
Honorable discharge?
Yes.
What was your MOS? Please, God, tell me not military intelligence. I'm gonna guess infantry. Cook?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a police officer.
And when did you start in law enforcement?
I originally started in law enforcement in 2014
And what position was that?
as a deputy sheriff,
Where?
the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
And then how long were you a deputy in the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
The Adams County Sheriff's Office was my first full-time job in law enforcement, and that was from 2014 until 2023.
All right. And why did you become a deputy sheriff?
After I
Because look at me. It's not like they were gonna trust me with a cash register at the Chuck E. Cheese. I can barely count.
got out of the military, I just wanted a job that I thought would be exciting, something different. So I chose law enforcement.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Yes.
Can you tell us who?
All my family's here. My kids, my grandparents, my mom, my brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles.
Brothers, you say? Now, are you close to said brothers? Because I have a feeling, like Peter, you are going to deny your brother 3 times before the end of this trial. And during Lent, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
Did your children go to school in Adams County, or do they?
Yes.
You were involved in the execution of a search warrant back in August of 2022.
Yes, I was.
And I want to take you back to the night of August 21st, 2022. Were you part?
Thalanos, how dare you? You know I have an overactive imagination that likes to hurt me. Ow. Ow. Yeah.
Part of a team that searched Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes.
What was your role in obtaining that warrant?
I prepared the search warrant based off information I was provided, and then I met with
Would you call yourself a power bottom?
the judge and the prosecutor at the time.
And thank you, maybe not, for gifting 10 memberships. And those went to Miss Scarlet 7, Robin 9597, The Pretend Judge, Dark Lotus, Seahawks 12, Christine, Cordy Musician, Auntie M, for Somewhere in Time, Publicly Buzzed, Michelle Capel, sorry, Centriel, I am probably butchering that name. If you spell it phonetically, I might get it, but we need to change his banner. Because that's only funny if you know about his brother. I have a better one. Okay. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Church of Mo. We have dark chocolate, sarcasm, and, well, inappropriate jokes. But, we are all going to be in purgatory together. So welcome. We will at least have fun in games and be loud and noisy all there together. And, okay, I need to get this. Hide current, huh? Uh-huh. Hide, because I'm going straight to hell.
Prior to serving the search warrant.
And was a warrant approved?
Yes.
Can you tell us where what the subject of the search was? Locate the property of the search.
It was the residence of Mr. Foreman. I believe the address is 1699 Russellville Road.
Okay, that's here in Adams County, correct?
Yes.
Now, were the other plaintiffs here in the courtroom, were they also deputy sheriffs or part-time deputy sheriffs?
And thank you, Auntie M, for gifting 5 memberships. And those went to Musey Heaven, Khalees AR 15, Bearded Man Steve, KB 55101, and Divine Endel. Welcome, welcome. We have, where did I put the pen I just got? For the love of cheat. I have the brain of Dory the Goldfish today, which is upsetting. Y'all, can I explain to you that I used to not have to take notes during lectures? I used to have, now I'm not trying to be like, no one likes a know-it-all or a braggadocious person. And I didn't realize other people weren't like this. So I used to be able to, and it wasn't until about high school I didn't realize everyone intook information. I used to be able to zone out and just doodle on my notebook, and I could remember every conversation, who said it, and what was going on at the time. And my friends didn't believe me. So one day I just wrote down for my notes snippets of conversations that I was hearing around the room. And I was able to, from those notes, remember exactly what the teacher was saying as well. And it wasn't until all of my friends looked at me like I was an alien that I realized that not everyone remembered conversations like they were recorded in their head. So I've gone from being able to remember conversations to not being able to remember when my doctor's appointments are. So it's a weird life. I remember really good things, but sometimes I don't remember my husband's phone number. Though that was similar before I got hurt. So it's not like I was going to get Marvel super, powers.
That participated in that search?
Yes, they were.
And was Mr. Foreman at home during the search?
No.
Were Mr. Foreman's children present during the warrant execution?
No.
Was anyone present other than you and your fellow officers?
At the time of arrival, no.
Was anything seized or taken from Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes, there was some money and a small amount of marijuana and some miscellaneous drug paraphernalia.
Why was the cash taken?
It's common with any type of drug seizure. We seized the money in cases proceeds from drug-related sales or drug trafficking activity.
Was the money potential evidence?
Correct.
What was your role in seizing this cash, Detective?
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I got ahead of myself.
No, you didn't get ahead of. StreamYard, you and I are going to have words. You and I are going to have words, and they're going to be ugly, and they're going to be 4-letter, and they are going to make you cry. Swear to goodness, I get the power fixed, I get the internet fixed, and now StreamYard's like, eh. And no, I go back to my point. That was not a hard question. The fact that Skippy can't, get ascertain from, that question what was going on is horrifying.
Was cash located in the property? Do
Yes.
you remember how much approximately?
Approximately $4,000.
And did you play a role in taking that cash?
Yes.
What was your role?
I was provided the cash or provided the money that was located by.
It's crossed right there. It is crossed. It is crossed. Who the hell gave this man a gun? Who the hell said, you know what? For the safety of others, let's give this cross-eyed SOB a force multiplier and put him in charge of people's safety. Like, what in the Barney Fife is going on here? Like, I get that we've lowered standards, but I thought that, maybe, like, I'm not shooting for 20/20 vision. I'm okay with glasses, but I do expect you to not have a lazy damn eye, okay? Thank you so much, Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, ScreamYard, for the super chat. And look, y'all, normally I wouldn't make fun of this, but I cannot be kind to people that will dish it out and are in positions of authority with great power and then want to be cry bullies. I cannot deal with it.
A deputy, I counted out the money, put it in an evidence bag, and then at the end of the search, I transported it back to the sheriff's office.
All right. Did you take any of the money?
No.
Did you ever take any money from the evidence bags?
No.
Did you ever take any of Mr. Foreman's money?
No.
Was your counting of the cash recorded on your body cam?
Yes,
And have you had a chance to review that?
I have.
Has Mr. Foreman accused you of taking his money?
Yes.
Very.
Uh,
Stringer Bell, this is a speed run, so he's already been found not guilty. We are just watching again because if ever a trial was tailor-made for the Petty Express, it was this trial.
Are you aware that the cash was ultimately returned to Mr. Foreman?
Yes.
And can you tell us why that was?
The prosecutor at the time decided we're not going to pursue any criminal charges, and the property was released back to him.
Okay. Were you present when Mr. Foreman picked up the cash that had been seized?
No.
Do you know whether any press was invited to attend the return of this cash?
I learned that there was later.
Okay, but you weren't there.
Correct.
Can you tell us what happened when the money was returned to Mr. Foreman?
Your Honor, I would object to that. He's already testified he wasn't there.
Okay, let me rephrase it. That's fair. Was an allegation made that there was less cash than there should have been?
Yes.
And who made that allegation?
I believe Mr. Foreman.
How did you learn about this discrepancy?
The evidence technician at Lisa's property had called me and told me that the account was short.
Tell us what you mean by that. The account was short.
Just that there was more money listed than what there was inside, and that was less money was returned than what was indicated.
And where was this in?
Why do I have a feeling he doesn't quite, like, he's mimicking the words, but he doesn't quite understand what conceptually went on here. He's like, how did Milton get, who the hell, this man This man is tailor-made for a red swing line stapler. Who the hell gave him a force multiplier? Who the hell saw Milton and decided, you know what? Deputy. Not only deputy, no, detective.
Amount indicated
On the bag.
on evidence bag.
Correct.
So I'm understanding you correctly. The amount of money that was indicated on the evidence bag was more than what was actually returned to Mr. Foreman.
Correct.
And were you able to account for that discrepancy?
I wasn't, no.
What happened?
Once the allegation was made, the sheriff contacted Claremont County Sheriff's Office to conduct an independent investigation.
Do you know whether an independent investigation was conducted by the Claremont County Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
And do you know the results of that investigation?
They were to determine that I miscounted the money during my original count.
All right. Did they?
Again, sir, I shouldn't have to explain this to you, but let me break it down. Your defense is that you're a dumbass. Now, that shit is already reputationally damaging, and that's a self-inflicted wound. The fact that you're smiling means that you are too dumb to realize that your incompetence is your only defense. We have got to stop using warning labels. Darwin, the culling must begin, okay? Look, I love humanity in small doses, but y'all.
Conclude that any money had been taken?
They said there was not any money taken.
Did that stop Mr. Foreman from continuing to claim you had stolen $400?
No.
Did he accuse anyone other than you of stealing money?
Multiple times he accuses all of being thieves.
Do you know where he made these allegations?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, social media.
How did you learn about these accusations on the internet that you were a thief?
Friends and family were sending them to me.
Were the accusations true?
No.
I think you said you've reviewed your body-worn camera from that night.
Yes.
And were you able to tell what happened?
From what it appears, if I began counting money, I stopped to reshuffle money that was in my hand and then began counting again after putting money down. And it was at some point there was a discrepancy in the amount that there was and the amount that I counted.
You know, I'm just throwing out here that if you're a cashier at McDonald's and your drawer is off, you'll get fired. But if you're a cop and you can't count because you aren't wearing flip-flops and the numbers get too big and you only have 10 fingies, that's okay. Again, Ohio, I would do an audit of your police departments.
Was it a miscount?
Yes.
Now, were any charges ever brought against Mr. Foreman as a result of this warrant execution? I may have asked you that. I'm sorry.
No.
Sometime after the execution of this warrant, Detective Newland, did you become aware that Mr. Foreman had posted certain things other than being a thief about you on social media?
Yes.
And how did you learn about these posts?
Friends and family were also sending them to me.
Ms. Bradford, could we see Exhibit 16?
Yes. You need to switch it to the issue line. I'm right. So if you, what issue one is, it's card on?
Jesus, switch to the left wall. All right.
Afroman, just like, did it? Just vibing. Oh, for the love of Cheetos.
Okay, can we blow that up some? All right. Detective Newland, we're showing Exhibit 16. Can you tell us what this is?
It's one of the posts from Mr. Foreman that I was sent about him being a pedophile.
And am I reading the date right? September 2nd, 2023.
Yes.
And I'm not going to ask.
Okay, sir, look, like I said, I am not a nice person. I am the world's worst Christian. Like 10 out of 12 Catholics approve of my, self-denomination of my own like religiosity. Because if I saw you at Walmart, I'd profile you too. So I'm sorry, but I just wouldn't say it out loud, nor do I have the time or energy to put it on Facebook. But I posit that Afroman is just saying what at least Mo would have profiled you for allegedly in Walmart. Because, sir, I'm telling you, I do play, what felony are you doing? And I'm telling you, if I saw him in the chip aisle, mm, I'm hoping he's not living close to a school. And that's just me playing my stupid game in Walmart. Now, I don't have, again, this man has never been charged. This is the only charge that I honestly felt like there may be a point where this had crossed the line. That being said,
Ask you to read it, but I will read part of it just to make sure it's in the record and that people are clear on what it said. This is the uneducated can't count pedophile police officer that stole my money. His name is baby making Brian, child molesting, newborn baby mama, newborn Newland, Detective Brian Newland. I have a song coming out about him. The chorus goes like this. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Brian Newland is a flag. He used to play with little toys. Now he plays with little boys. Watch your little boys around Brian Newland. He's very bold.
hashtag Chris Hansen who? Me and Afroman telling people, come on down, have a seat. Can you imagine? Because, we understand that we're not law enforcement, so we're just going to shame the hell out of them. It's going to be an impromptu roast of child grossness. Oh my God, Afroman, I'm not saying, but I'm saying I'm willing to collaborate. I have my own wigs.
Will fondle little boys' testicles and butt cheeks right in front of you in broad daylight. This is a public service announcement. Stay safe. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Can we see exhibit 17, please?
I'm sorry. Oh, brother, where art thou? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we all have these subjective kind of thoughts about people. We might not say them out loud, but 90% of us are thinking them. So is that still a sin, asking for a friend? No, this would be at a shop with a cop event. Here's the thing. All of this is probably completely harmless, but you would think that in the same year that his brother is charged with child grossness, they might tell him, look, you're a good guy and you do a great stuff with the kids, but for right now, we're going to need you to stay away from small people, small humans, and you are a no-no for right now. I get it. You're being tarred with your brother's, brush, but just for right now, let's not.
Can you just scroll down so we can see the whole thing for a second? All right. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it says,
And
in
thank you
part,
for the raid, Rosalind Duke. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
If you pay me back the money you stole from me, I won't tell the world about your pedophile pilgrim family, you know, like your brother, that's named Will You Stop Sending Dick Pic Williams, aka William Newland, if you get her.
You gotta admit, like him or love him or lump him, Afroman has a way with words. He is exactly the patriot that this hour needs.
Arrested in Adams County, all you got to do is lie on me and Brian will let you go. And is that a picture of your brother beside your picture?
Yes.
And was your brother convicted of a misdemeanor?
Yes.
What was that?
I don't recall what the charge was.
It was a misdemeanor charge.
It was a misdemeanor, correct?
Did you have anything to do?
The sad thing is, given his current, eye placement, the crossness of it, I could almost buy that this man just doesn't remember or understand what his brother was, charged with, because big words hurt his head. This is the first time legitimately that he might, again, he has to remember a lot of things, Comic Sans, red means stop, green means go. He is just full of knowledge and he can't keep it all in that noggin of his.
With that crime?
No, I did not.
Have you ever been accused or convicted of pedophilia?
No.
Let's look at, let's see, number 18. Is that a video?
Yes.
All right. Shall we play the whole thing? Or what, do we have a clip?
Yes.
Yes. Baby making Brian newborn Newland. Yeah, the serial statutory rapist with the pedophile brother fired from the People's Police Station. Will you stop sending Dick Pic Williams?
All right, and let's.
Y'all, I could not be in this jury. I couldn't. I don't know. Y'all, I would be snort laughing and
take a look at number 10.
oh, bad pause face. Bad pause.
Is this a okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
He
no.
used to do hard drugs. It says there in the third or fourth line. Did you ever do hard drugs, Detective Newland?
No.
He snitched on all his friends. Do you have any idea what that's all about?
No.
Really?
Now he steals money from traffic stops, bogus raids, and from Adams KK County Sheriff Evidence Room under the camouflage of law enforcement. Did you ever steal money from a traffic stop?
No.
Did you ever steal money from anybody?
No.
And down below it says, baby making Brian Newland t-shirts on sale. You see that?
Yes.
Let's look at Exhibit 15, please. And can you tell, Detective, is this a picture of you at the entering the or somewhere in the property of Mr. Foreman during the search?
Yes.
And let's take a look at 14. And do you know where this was taken? I guess you weren't there.
It appears to be the inside of the interview room at the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
Would that have been where his money was returned to him?
Yes.
And part of what it says is, when I went to get my...
Can we You gotta love that Afroman goes to get his money in. I'm not quite sure what animal that is. I'm guessing a chinchilla coat. I always want to call it a chinchito coat. Um, no. Okay, I only laugh because my husband wanted to get the boys a chinchilla, and I thought, well, why don't we make it, economical and we could have a chinchilla farm? I mean, who wouldn't like chinchilla jerky? And he's like, "What is wrong with you? I say a pet and you're looking at a monetary stream with weirdness." I was like, "Who wouldn't want a taxidermied a taxidermied chinchilla, in Civil War or Darth Vader wear?" He's like, "Sometimes I don't even want to know what goes on in your brain." And I was like, "It's probably good." He's like, "I love you, but you scare me." And I was like, "You have never been sexier."
Money, and we realized baby making Brian newborn Newland had stolen $400 out of the evidence money. Again, did you ever steal any of his money?
No.
Let's take a look at exhibit 15, please. Or did we do 15? Sorry. Number 2.
Telling the truth and the truth.
Okay.
Objection.
Yes, Your Honor, I would have an objection to this
Tell
video.
me what it is.
Your Honor, this objection to this video because this video, if I'm not mistaken, was published within the last 2 weeks. The law on this has changed. Ohio has actually passed what's called an anti-SLAPP law, which therefore extends immunity to things, actually, in a way, increasing a person's freedom of speech rights in Ohio. Thus, this evidence to be tried here will be tried under a completely different standard than when this case was started.
Comments?
That law doesn't apply to this case, Judge, or this evidence.
Your Honor, it would apply clearly. He has no analysis of this.
And John, thank you for your super chat. Remembering from YSL, this is just how rappers talk to each other for publicity. The fro just decided to direct it at officers, and it worked. Yeah, it's an ego injury. It's something that, mocking you is a way. Again, if people could just learn to take a joke, if people could just learn to roll with things, it takes the sting out of it. When you become the funniest person in the room because you have thought of all the jokes before anyone else does. Me too.
Say that I submitted a written brief to the court on this matter.
I think that was submitted Sunday.
So, like, I'll note the objection, overrule it, and allow it to be played. Got your objection down. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
It was at this moment this man thought he had made a point. This bumbling butt monkey here, this like lowest person to pass the bar, thought that he was making a good point. He and Kathy Nestor should build a school for people who don't perceive well.
Can you expand it a little bit or not?
I cannot.
So we can see the sign? Okay. Detective Newland, can you see what that sign says?
Yes.
What is it? Would you read it for us?
They stole my money.
Okay. Go ahead.
Holy shit. Can we you know what? I have been making fun of this man. I did not realize I was looking stuff up. Did y'all know he was Banjo Boy from Deliverance and he learned to read? Well, holy shit. I'm just so proud of him. I bet his shoes aren't even Velcro no more. I bet he learned how to use tie-up shoes. Banjo Boy, we salute you.
Right.
Videos selling my proof. How can you take me to court when you stole my money and it's $400 short? You vandalized my property, and you filed a lawsuit properly. So I'm rapping. What? I can't talk about what happened. What videos I exposed my
So what does that say? Sorry. What did you read? Could you read what that said?
Yeah, Brian Newland stole my money.
Brian Newland stole.
Reading twice in a row. Oh my God. Reading Rainbow helped you too. I know. Reading Rainbow, take a look. It's in a book for Reading Rainbow. It's okay. You know what? I'm just so proud of you, sweetheart. Do we have a GoFundMe for him? I had no idea.
My money. And that was just
I'm so going to hell. Oh my God, perpetually puzzled puzzler. Has anyone dropped toothpicks next to him? Why do I look, y'all, I would be so tempted. If you guys have ever seen Bob's Burgers, I may be Louise incarnate. No, she's autistic. We dropped toothpicks. How many toothpicks? 2. Tina, there's like 14 toothpicks.
published in the last few days, as far as you know.
Yes.
Can we look at number 3, please?
He almost has 13 good boy points. I think today he'll get 15. You know, he's almost ready to move up from macrame to crochet. They are almost gonna let him handle a hook. You guys, fingers crossed he gets to graduate to crochet. We're rooting for you. I am going straight to hell.
But telling the truth and the truth in videos, selling my truth and my proof.
Same basis.
Same basis on, yes.
Noted.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
And you take me to court when you stole my money and it's $400 short. You had
Okay.
a nice buy property.
I think that's enough.
Lawsuit, property. So I'm rapping. What? I think something about what happened. What videos I expose might cause us.
And that was the same video, obviously. Does it tell where that was posted?
It looks like this one is on YouTube.
And the other one was Instagram?
Yes.
So 2 different platforms, same video.
Yes.
Oh, and he knows how to count. Oh my God, look, he has object permanence now. Sweetie. I kind of feel like Forrest Gump's mom when he graduated. Like, I know he shouldn't graduate. I know there is no meritorious reason for him to graduate, but I'm just so damn proud. Forrest, you are as smart as you think you are, and don't ever let anyone tell you different.
And can we look at Exhibit 9, please? And I'm looking specifically about halfway, a little more than halfway down. Do you see Detective?
That is a landmine thing that I am in no way qualified to I feel in no way qualified to speak on, so that would be a chat question.
Where it's posted, not only did he steal my money from my house, he stole money out of the evidence room at the Adams County Sheriff's Department away from my house, making the Adams County Sheriff's Department a new crime scene. I'll just stop there. Again, did you ever steal any money from his house or from the Sheriff's Department evidence room?
No.
What's the platform?
Can you see what that one was, Detective?
I can't see on here.
Is that Facebook? No, it's Facebook. I'll represent that it's Facebook, Your Honor.
You go ahead.
So, and we can take that down or whatever. We don't need to keep it up. I don't care, but I'm done with the exhibits right now. Detective, I just want to ask you, the first one we saw with you holding, it looks like a child with a smiley face.
Yeah.
What was that originally a photo of?
That was someone in the shop with the cop events at the sheriff's office.
Well, what's a shop with a cop event?
It's where the community donates money, and then local law enforcement will take lower income children to Walmart and let them shop for Christmas.
And did you participate in that event regularly?
Yes,
And do you know what year that picture was taken from?
I don't recall.
All right. And the little boy you were holding there, can you tell us anything about who that was? Not his name, of course, but who it was?
Just a cool little boy that got picked for Shop the Cop and chose me to be his officer.
Chose you to be what?
His officer.
And what did you do? Did you do something with him, shop with him, or what?
We put him in the cruisers, turn the lights and sirens on, parade through town, and we go to Walmart and help him shop. And we come back to the fire department or wherever and help them get their toys ready or play or, and feed them pizza, stuff like that.
Again, after Sandra Birchmore, this is so different. And again, it's sad that, because of Sandra Birchmore and what seems to be more and more, small town insular cop corruption, it's taking on a somewhat sinister connotation, despite, I am sure, there being people there that genuinely want to help children, but it seems like such a perfect place if you have bad intentions. Yeah. Look, I am just saying that if my child was to participate in a shop with a cop event and this was the police officer, oy vey, we just became Jewish. You know what? We are going to go to Hanukkah Hawk with a pole lock. It's a separate event. I just forgot. My great grandma Yentl dearly wished that we would go back to Judaism. Look, and that's just me. That's a personal thing based on nothing but weird Mo-isms.
And you did that more than 1 year?
Yes.
And that was a photo that Mr. Foreman or somebody on his behalf took and used in that pedophile posting?
Yes.
So, Detective, what effect did it have on you when you saw these posts that you're a pedophile?
I was angry, sad, depressed, upset.
Why were you sad or upset? Isn't it just somebody exaggerating or making jokes or making a comment?
I didn't find it funny at all. I work in law enforcement.
No, look, sir, I really don't find anything funny. Again, part of this is that I have, again, I don't know if I have a super twitchy brain, but some people, again, I am sure they are super kind people. I have had this experience several times in my life where objectively I have met people, and I want to state this like very clearly. I have met people who are kind, sweet people, that have, on the surface, even the subsurface, even like from the 50-foot view to the microscopic inspection, have not done anything bad or weird to me. And there is something in my brain that is like, nope, 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 nope. And Sticky Widget, thank you for the super chat. Mo, I just popped a meme I made of this guy in your YouTube community area. Thank you. I'm getting used to the new YouTube community area. And since I have more people in here, if you are on the Twitter and I have not followed you back, it is not because you have creeped me out or I think I'm better than you. Look, this is my first time on Twitter. I am still trying to figure it out. And I didn't realize that they had a handy dandy list where you could follow back all the people that followed you. I did not know they even kept track of that. So I am trying to work through and follow everyone back, but I did want to apologize. So like this officer, my defense is incompetence.
Have kids, have friends, family. I was involved in the schools.
Oh.
And then I'm being blasted all over social media for the entire United States to see that I'm a pedophile.
Sir, again, hashtag Streisand who, hashtag the Afroman effect. You are not just known nationwide. No, sir. Think globally. Forever.
Did you ever have any evidence that other people were seeing these things, other than the fact that it's on social media? But did anybody ever say anything or do anything to indicate they'd seen it?
I've had comments made to me since day one.
Like what?
If you want the most recent example, yesterday there was a cheer competition with Adams. I walked my 3-year-old son in to watch his sister cheer, and somebody asked me if that was another little boy I'm touching.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Where? What competition?
That photo or it didn't happen. Alex, I'm gonna take, you know, well, yeah, I mean, okay, I amend my, so I am following back people that have legitimate bios. I am pretty sure the 50 Elon Musks and I think 10 Johnny Depps that all claim to be official that wanted to follow me were all the real thing, but I did not follow them. And yeah, if it's like, I did grow up in the AOL chat room. So I am a little bit smart. If I can find the things, I am a little smart. I'm medium smart, as Megan says.
North Adams cheerleading competition.
What other examples?
Every time you go to an event, another comment's made or somebody says something. Another one I can recall was meet the team night for my daughters. We was in line to get slushies and people were making comments behind me.
What comments?
Just call me
Again. Then you know what? If it's really bothering you, turn around and say, hey, it's not true. This is a kid's thing. Could you at least not say that around kids? You know, and then you said something, but to cry to the entire world, again, showcasing the fact that you are cross-eyed. Who gave this mofo a gun? Again, here's my problem. All right.
thief and pedophile.
We are going on a Joe Rogan style tangent, but here's my mother effing problem with Joe Rogan. Look, Joe, I was promised by you and Alex Jones that the Illuminati, the reptilians, hell, the Catillions, or the Kardashians were in a secret cabal and were pulling the, strings, and they had a secret plan. Now, I really don't care who is the secret cabal, all right? But I was promised that they at least had a mother effing plan. Because it seems to be that the Catillions, Reptilians, and Anunnaki, Illuminati, Masons, Episcopalians, and Shriners, whoever is running the damn cult, were the children left behind after No Child Left Behind. I was promised that the evil cabal behind all of this at least was smart. Hell, at least Emperor Palpatine in the original trilogy was flippin' smart. He was a daggone, strategery guy. Can't we just have nice cabals of, world-changing evil organizations? I want to go back to the time where I at least believed that the evil, shadowy people behind whatever was going on with humanity had a plan.
Why was I there? And then started playing music, playing some of his songs on their phones.
Some of Mr. Foreman's Afroman songs?
Yes.
This case isn't about your kids. They're not plaintiffs, but did this have any effect on your kids that affected you in turn?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this. We had a motion, I filed an
Remember, he knows better than to ask a question because I don't care about the kids because he didn't bring the kids in. So, same.
What other?
Cue Helen Lovejoy, someone. What? Won't someone think of the children? This judge.
What's the reason for your truancy?
Just couldn't make it on time.
You mean you couldn't?
Legitimately, I believe this judge wanted to catch all the Spicolis. That's why he gave up being a teacher and decided to become a judge.
Indications, if you had, detective, that people are seeing and responding to this accusation that you're a pedophile?
Just what's been said to me. It's been shared, been sent to me. I've had people make comments at games while in the store. It's just, there's so much stuff's happened. I don't even remember half of it.
You say you were in the military. Basic training, you say. Were you the recipient of the blanket party, not the people wielding the socks? Because you have marked all over you the guy that makes everyone do extra push-ups because he's a screw up. So you're telling me you went through not only basic but the police academy, and you still cry about hurty words?
So you were a Hamilton County deputy sheriff. Sorry, I said that earlier. You were an Adams County deputy sheriff, and you're not anymore?
Correct.
Why?
I ended up leaving the sheriff's office just because of this, because of being called a pedophile and a thief.
Explain to us just a little more about why that was so upsetting that you actually left your job.
Because the sheriff's office, so I'm from Adams County, is where all my family and friends are from. The sheriff's office was my dream job, my position. I was friends with everybody, and it was where I planned to stay. It's been my career.
No. See, this doesn't logic. You would want to stay in the area where you have a support group of people who trust you intrinsically. These are, in fact, the people that could vouch for you. I've known him all his life. I've never seen any appropriate, interaction with children. No, in fact, the odd thing is for you to divorce yourself, not cleave to, your support group, and go to another area where people are actually presupposed to, believe, and prejudge you based on internet crapola rather than actual real life experience. So no, you mental midget, it doesn't logic out. If you took any time to think about this critically, you would realize that. But you can't even count money. And all you had to do was put it in piles like 20s, 5, 10s, 3. Hell, even my dyscalculic ass can do that. I was a cashier and I screwed up once or twice. But when I really took my time, I was able to do it. And you know what? I didn't make it an excuse. I just worked harder because I had plenty of people, that would make fun of me for it. I didn't use it as an excuse. I just worked harder.
I dedicated a lot of time, over 10 years, to Adams County. Whether it was calling at 1 o'clock in the morning or working 14 hours, I dedicated a lot of my time to Adams County, and I loved working at the sheriff's office. But it just got to be so much. If you go to a call or take a phone call, or you make a traffic stop, something said. You go to Walmart, something said. I stopped one of my kids' games.
Yeah, and you can't tell me that, because two things can be true at the same time. And I find it convenient that he leaves town when significant child grossness charges come out against his brother, who was a police chief. It seems serendipitous that he can use the time period as being totally conducive to Afroman when it could be just as likely that he was moving because of his brother that he doesn't remember, like barely knows the guy, barely an inconvenience, seems to be able to, not remember.
For a little bit, because every time I would show up, everybody would be looking at me or something would be said to me, and just spared their embarrassment.
So when did you leave the sheriff's office?
I ended up leaving in October 2023.
You have, do your kids' friends come to your house and hang out?
They don't anymore.
Did they used to?
They used to have huge slumber parties, especially on their birthdays.
Which parents? Who the hell? Again, this is why you do not leave your town, because I can tell you, you move into a new town and people see your face. Moms like Mo see your face, watch way too much Law and Order SVU. They're not sending their kids. This is why you would stay in Adams County, because at least people know that you seem to be a goodish guy. Again, it does not logic out.
I have 10 or 11 kids over, and essentially once this started, it stopped. I don't recall the last time my daughters have had a friend over, if they've had one ever since then.
Again, look, I'm not trying to be a jerk face. I'm just saying, as a parent, this guy rucks up to your house. I like the my kids would like your kids to come over and play. Mo, they have COVID. Deadly COVID. Nope. Nope. I'm just saying.
Detective, did you ask Mr. Foreman to take down these posts?
I didn't personally.
Did you, through
What? No. What in the actual hell? Oh, hell no. No. Get the hell. If I were the judge, this would be out, because don't you dare have the all fucking audacity to sit in a position of authority, to have a badge, to be able to take people's freedom away from them, and then tell me you didn't have the ball sack, your testicles did not descend enough that you didn't go up to Afroman himself and ask him to take it down. Again, if you are so butthurt about this, pull on your Superman underoos and go up to the man himself. But no, you got an attorney. Tell me you shouldn't have power without telling me you shouldn't have power. If you cannot go up to another man, again, I'm sorry. Tell me you're a butthurt baby face with tissue feelings.
your attorney?
Pathetic.
Yes.
And have they been taken down?
No.
Are they still there?
Yes.
Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Okay, now I think there is a little
Is this a
bit.
good time for a 10-minute break?
Yes.
Then we'll do that. Go off the record, take a 10-minute break. Thank you.
Okay, and this is. Oh. Okay, I think it's this one.
So Brian, you're still employed as a police officer, correct?
Yes.
You're employed in Norwood, correct?
Yes.
When you went to Norwood, you got a pay raise, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
How are you aware you got a pay raise? Does your wife count for you? Like, were you in shock? You were like, oh my God, the number's bigger. What will I do? Did you tell them, no, please pay me less. I can't count. It hurts me.
You were asked questions about a search warrant. Is it correct to say you were the chief in charge of executing that search warrant?
Correct.
And you counted all the money?
I did.
You had full control of it the whole time?
Not the entire time, no.
Okay. So walk me through the process by which you cataloged the money.
So while we were conducting a search of the residence, another deputy located the money, I believe, in a jacket pocket from a suit.
Okay.
He handed me the money, explained to me where he found it. At that point, I start to count it in the same room Once I count it, I collect it, put it in Evan's bag, and take it downstairs.
So let's back up. That was very general. So when you counted it, where did you count it?
I counted it in the bedroom where it was located.
And you counted it on the floor.
Yes.
Okay. And you made specific piles.
Yes.
Okay. Now, that's not all the money that was recovered is what was coming out of the suit, right?
Correct.
Where was the other money recovered?
There was more money covered from, I believe it was an office downstairs
Okay. And where did you count that money at?
in that room.
On the floor?
I don't recall if it was on the floor or maybe on a desk that was there.
Okay. And you were wearing your body cam the whole time?
Yes.
What was the time difference between the suit jacket money and the money downstairs?
I don't recall.
You reviewed your body camera.
Sweetie Petey, do you struggle with time unless it has the digital? Are the arms hard for you? It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. I am sure you have a Casio on.
Yeah, it's been I reviewed it over a year ago. I don't recall what the time frame was.
Well, Mr. Newland, let's ask that question. You were deposed, correct?
Yes.
You were deposed on August 8th of 2025, correct?
Correct.
Have you watched the body cam since then?
I haven't. Well, I take that back. I've watched pieces of it. Haven't watched the entire thing.
With both eyes?
What pieces have you watched?
Just of me counting the money from the bedroom.
You watched only the part of your body cam where you recounted the money in the bedroom only.
Correct.
You never watched the part for downstairs.
I did not.
You never watched the part where you sealed the evidence bag.
No.
Did you seal the evidence bag?
The evidence bag was not initially sealed, no.
What do you mean by initially sealed?
So it's not a self-sealing bag. It has to be taped.
Mm-hmm.
So it was placed in an evidence bag and then brought down.
Who the hell made the lead detective someone that you don't trust with tape? You sent Rudy out and he can't even use the tape dispenser? Again, why the hell is Milton in charge of anything?
There's a central location until it was transported to the sheriff's office.
And the central location, where was that?
In the kitchen.
And you left it there alone?
No.
Who did you leave it with?
When I first brought it downstairs, Officer Cooley was sitting at a counter and I asked him to keep an eye on it while I continued the search.
Okay. And did he keep an eye on it?
As far as I know, yes.
What do you mean as far as you know?
I mean, I wasn't there the entire time. I went on to continue searching the residence and come back down.
But wouldn't he be in the chain of custody?
Yeah.
So did he sign the evidence bag?
No, I didn't. He wasn't in charge of the custody in that sense of signing or sealing the evidence bag. I just brought the cash down while we was still conducting a search and asked for him to keep an eye on it.
So the cash was never left alone?
That's my knowledge, yeah.
This man is a detective.
Were you interviewed by a Mr. Robinson in relation to this matter?
No.
Okay. Did you make a report about the missing money?
I didn't know.
So there was this question about a return on a search warrant. Can you explain what that is?
The return?
Yes.
It's just an itemized list of property seized from a location during a search warrant service.
Did it include an amount of money seized on it?
Yes.
Does that amount of money match what was written on the evidence bag?
Yes.
So as far as the court knows, there was more money taken than what was returned?
I'm sorry.
So as far as the court knows with the return, more money was taken than what was returned?
That's the way it appeared, yes.
Did you put in an amended search warrant return?
I don't believe so.
So you never corrected your statement to the court?
Correct.
Okay. Does the Adams County Sheriff's Office have a policy and procedure?
Why? Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid? Why?
I just feel like this question has been asked of this deputy. Or were you conceived on top of a pet cemetery, an old Sylvan, like an old haunted Sylvan learning center, a leering center? Like, what happened? Power fields? A microwave?
You're pertaining to the counting of money as evidence?
I believe so.
What do you mean you believe so?
I haven't worked there in almost 3 years.
Well, before you worked there, did they have one?
It was, I don't necessarily know that it was a written policy, but it was to have 2 people count the money.
Did 2 people count the money?
No.
Oh, man, I'm confused on that. Can you tell me why?
So explain to me why it matters, like where you're going in this case.
Judge, it kind of matters because the entire reason they say they have a claim is because they claim that their reputation was without blemish prior to this. Now they're saying this with a straight face while having this haircut, those particular facial features, and that garmless smirk that has adorned his face this entire time. Not only that, but his defense against wrongdoing was that he is functionally slow and cannot count. And for all of these multitude of failures, he not only succeeded, but got a promotion at another facility or another police force. So again, the entire premise of this, Judge, rest on the fact that these officers assert that their reputations were there to damage. So I don't know how a twice college dropout can ascertain this, this thought pattern, and you can't.
This is context. Tell me why it's relevant.
Your Honor, this is relevant because if the evidence of Mr. Robinson is admitted, which he has not been here yet, but if it is admitted, this would be direct evidence since he did not interview the person who counted the money. This would go to counter Mr. Robinson's report. And actually in my motion in limine, I talked about it in the idea that we did not have time to depose Mr. Robinson and determine what his investigation was or who he interviewed. As such, I'm asking a leading question of Mr. Newland because he didn't follow the policies and procedures. This was not taken into account by Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Robinson has made certain conclusions in his report that this would tend to cause issue with.
Mr. Robinson on your witness list?
Mr. Robinson is listed on Mr. Klingler's witness list.
Is he going to be called?
Depending on what happens, he might be.
Spoiler alert, they called him to the shock of no one except this attorney and these unfortunate side effects of the increase in safety warnings. They were the only 10 people shocked by this being a terrible idea to bring Afroman to testify.
My concern is going to be hearsay. And everything you're asking the wrong witness is in that category. I get what you're doing. I just try to follow the trail of breadcrumbs.
I'm afraid I'm not understanding the hearsay argument, Your Honor.
He's going to say what another person said and observe.
No, he was an employee of the department and therefore should have some functional memory of what general policies were, considering he was the lead in this particular incident. He should have a general, but not maybe eidetic or photographic memory of what the policies were when conducting a search and, retrieving evidence. It's not it shouldn't be a terribly difficult thing, but this is going to be like trying to watch me do that. If you ever want to see Mr. Mo in physical pain, now this was before Cracker Barrel lost their mind, but before Cracker Barrel lost their mind, we would go, and I am physically incapable of getting the golf pin thing correctly. Like I am in the short bus according to the golf pin thingamabob. Like, and I always figure like today's going to be the day. Today's going to be the day I beat this. It is never the day I beat this. Mr. Mo he always tries to tell me there's a formula, there is a pattern, and I watch him and I am like Dory from Finding Nemo. I forget. So if I ever want to torture Mr. Mo, it would be to get one of those games and play it in front of him because I'm terrible at it.
See it, but read about it or doesn't have it firsthand. He already said he wasn't involved in that part of it. I'm going to give you some room to work.
I have moved past that. That's where I was talking about the policies and procedures, which would not be hearsay in the idea he should
No,
know
I
what they
get
are.
that. I'm just trying to track where you're going so I don't miss the ship sailing. Go ahead.
This could have all been a sidebar. Those do exist. It's almost like you should know this, Judge.
So, Mr. Newland, you worked at the Adams County Sheriff's Office from, what was the date on that? 2014 to 2023.
Yes.
During that time, when you started the Sheriff's Office in 2014, you reviewed the policies and procedures?
Yes.
So you would have seen the policy on counting cash.
If there was one at the time, yes. I don't recall.
So you don't know if there was a policy at the time?
Correct.
Okay. So how do you know it was supposed to be counted by two people?
That was the practice that we normally adhered to. It would be counted by one and then recounted by a second.
Okay. And the second person would initial the evidence back?
No, it was just kind of like almost like a system of checks and balances. And then the seizing officer would still initial.
No. It's a system of redundancies. Again, English is the language we all agreed on. Please try getting a thesaurus and or reading anything above a young adult novel. No, strike that. Start at young adult novels. But not Captain Underpants. I think you're better than that, sir.
Seal up the evidence.
This may sound an extremely stupid question. How many times did you count the money?
I counted it one time.
Why only once?
At the time, there was so much going on. I counted the one time, put it in the bag, and until he got done.
Okay. So when you retrieved the bag, you never counted it again?
Correct.
Okay. Did you seal the evidence bag before you left?
I did not.
Okay. Did you seal the evidence bag at the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
Yes, it was sealed at the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
I didn't ask if it was sealed. I asked if you sealed it.
Yes, I would have sealed the bag.
Back to the deposition of August 8th, 2025. Do you remember that day?
Yes.
Do you remember I asked you about the money?
I remember their conversation about the money, yes.
Oh. Do you remember I asked you if you sealed the evidence bag at that time?
I don't recall you asking that.
Really? Okay. Did you ask the sheriff to do an investigation on the missing money?
I didn't know.
Okay. So I just want to get something clear here because my notes are a little fuzzy. You were in the Army at the same time you were a deputy, right?
So, yes, I was in the reserves at the time.
Okay.
Thank God. Can you imagine? This man was the 75th line of defense between the Mississippi River and gravity. Now, on a very serious note, I am from a family who has had active duty service members and National Guard, and I thank them both for their service. I'm just glad that this man was very, 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 very far away from anything expensive or vital to national security.
So that's why you would have been a full-time deputy in 2014 and then discharged honorably from the military in 2015?
Correct.
Okay. You said this job was exciting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by exciting?
So, like I said, when I left the military, I wanted a career that would be not mundane, but kind of like an exciting, something new type of career. So I chose law enforcement.
And you've been called derogatory names before, correct?
Yes.
Significant derogatory names, correct?
Yes.
Tell us some. What's your most creative derogatory name that you've ever heard? Have people questioned whether your parents were siblings?
And that's by members of the public, correct?
Yes.
And that was prior to 2022, correct?
Yes.
And you mentioned you have some brothers. Do you have a brother that worked in law enforcement?
Yes.
Was he the chief of People's
He was.
Police? Why did he leave?
Why does it matter?
Your Honor, it has been brought up because one of the images has William Newland, and as you read through the post actually talks about Mr. Newland leaving the police department, so therefore I am building a foundation to show the truth of what statements are in there.
Is that the reference to the plaintiff's picture you're talking about?
It's a reference to one of his exhibits, yes. Give me a second, I'll tell you which exhibit.
As long as it refers to that exhibit, I get where you're going, so you can keep going.
I'll re-ask the question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
He was charged with some kind of crime through Adams County prosecutor's office. He was subsequently convicted, and he resigned or quit sometime during the process.
And it is a fair statement to say it involved minor children?
I really don't know anything about the investigation.
You don't know anything about your brother's crime he was charged with?
Just what I've seen on Jail Tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother?
I know nothing. I see nothing. That guy, I barely know him. Like, only saw him once or twice.
I'm not, no.
Okay. Are you close to your family then?
Yeah, most of my family.
Then why not your brother who's in law enforcement?
Well, we were both in the Army at the same time, separate parts of the world. We kind of got close again, and then once this...
From a distance, you don't look like you shouldn't be near schools. It's like... what? He was so far away that the tin can string wouldn't stretch. I had no idea how to contact him.
His issues happened. We kind of just drifted apart again.
So you drifted apart once he had a criminal problem?
Correct.
Now let's talk about that. Has anybody asked you about that prior to 2022 when he was charged?
No.
No one asked you about your brother?
I'm sorry. Before he was charged and it came out to everybody? No.
So no one asked you about your brother being charged with a crime?
Yeah, after the fact. I've been asked about.
When was the first time you were asked about it then?
It would have been shortly after he was charged or arrested. It was all a complete surprise to me.
And that was prior to Mr. Foreman's video and post, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
So now you've said people have treated you differently since Mr. Foreman's post.
Yes.
So people come and ask you about your brother. Did they treat you differently because of that?
It was just on a smaller scale. I was asked about it, and then that was it. It wasn't shared.
I'll take things that never happened for 800, Alex. Yes, I'd like to risk the daily double.
And I wasn't putting music videos and everything else because of that reason.
But your brother's criminal charge and everything was in the front page of the local newspaper, correct?
Yeah.
So everybody in Adams County knew that your brother was charged.
Correct.
And so did people treat you differently at that time?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Oh, bullshit.
Why didn't they treat you differently?
That'd be a question for them.
Okay. Would it be because they knew you?
Since he said he doesn't know, you shouldn't ask that question.
Your Honor, my client is too stupid to extrapolate Well, hypothetical scenarios or even abstract scenarios, he's very much a concrete concept kind of person. We're just glad he's mastered object permanence because holy crap, every time that we go peekaboo, he'd be terrified. Holy Jesus. The problem is that yes, he is stupid, but he thinks like the current writers of modern Hollywood that everyone is as stupid as they are. They do not realize that no, there's an entire world that thinks on levels they can't even comprehend. It's like going from 2D life to 3D life. They have no idea that there are complete stratospheres of thoughts above the level to which they can comprehend. They simply think everyone is stupid or stupider than them to their peril and detriment. Hollywood.
Strike it.
We'll strike the question and move on.
Thank you. See, that would be a classic example of testimony from the lawyer, not the witness who said he doesn't know. Go ahead.
If you don't know if they treated you differently when your brother's was on the front page of the paper, how do you know that your treatment today, or as you've testified to, was due solely to Mr. Foreman?
Anders, we are rewatching the trial in which Afroman victoriously championed the First Amendment to make fun of police officers who overstepped the bounds of a search warrant. That they got a search warrant based on a confidential informant who told them that, Afroman had basically human trafficked a woman to his basement in his house. Now, upon entering his house, they discovered no basement. They did discover cash and two joints, which is kind of disappointing for Afroman. I'd have thought he'd have like his own reverse osmosis hydroponic grow system. Like I figured he would have like technologists, like Towley level, Tegrity Farm level of scienceology. So I am a little disappointed. I guess it's true what they say, never meet your heroes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's probably illegal to do all that in Ohio. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Any hoozle, Afroman being the artist and, shit lord genius that he is, decided to make, music videos and not so nice posts. And these officers got their feelings hurt, so they have decided to sue him for defamation and emotional damage. Now, this man might have had the only legitimate claim against Afroman because Afroman had alleged that he was a child grossness person. This was the only thing, because Nick did stream this trial earlier when it was contemporaneous. That was the only time that I thought that perhaps there was a legitimate claim, but the rest of them are just crying over hurt feelings. And while you do kind of feel sorry for the female, what is it? The Lisa woman, you also don't give your bullies the ammunition of the perfect, realization of where your soft spots are. And Peter A. Paines, don't stream the music video, label will strike you. Good to know. I was wondering about that because I know Kat did it in her stream, and I was wondering if it would strike it. I will say that I am going to have to look at Afroman's, I guess, discography because, like I said, I didn't realize he had any more songs other than Because I Got High. So I am definitely going to have to, circle back around and watch all of his music videos.
Well, prior to this, nobody called me a pedophile. Prior to this, there was nothing published about me being a pedophile. Prior to this, nobody asked me if I was molesting my own 3-year-old son.
What about the office?
This is the stream.
Let me rephrase the question. Did the officers that you work with at Norwood put up a picture or an image of Mr. Foreman on your computer?
Yes.
Did you ask them to take it down?
No.
Did they think it was funny?
Yes.
And they're in law enforcement?
Oh, well, JKD Buck, sir, since you have your hanky out and you're going to be crying anyway, I give you this work of art from our very own JKD Buck. It's it's almost like he could be Luke Bryan. I'm sorry, butthead. Oh, his little feelings are going to get so hurt.
Yes.
Do they think any different of you because of this?
I don't know.
They don't treat you differently?
I don't really, I mean, I work with them, but I don't really associate with them. I go there and I do my job and I come home.
When you interview,
Oh, so you're the okay. You know what? This is what happened. Y'all, he is the Ramathorn. He is the Ramathorn of the he is the Ramathorn from Super Troopers of any department he goes to. He just cannot get a vibe. He can't figure things out. He can't people. And God love him, he keeps trying to order a liter of cola.
for the Norwood Police Department, they never held anything Mr. Foreman said against you?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Would it be fair to say it did not affect your professional career then?
Oh, it absolutely did.
How so?
Even if I move locations from Adams County to Cincinnati or to Los Angeles, people still ask if I'm a pedophile. People still ask me what it's about. People still ask me if I'm a thief.
But the people you work with do not ask that, correct?
They don't ask me, I know.
When you were interviewed, your future employer never asked you that question.
No.
So then when you say it damaged your reputation, you're only referring to people in the public, correct?
No. That's just what people in the public is what I know. Maybe people.
Okay, no. Lawyer, contact me. Lawyer for the plaintiffs, contact me. Since you seem to be a lawyer that takes legally nebulous cases, allegedly, and or at least cases that are destined to lose, can you make a class action lawsuit for all of us who had to watch in horror and feel the mental anguish and pain as this man tried to cobble together with two working neurons a cogent thought to respond to simple questions? Like, my brain hurt watching him trying to piece together the alphabet to create a statement.
I do have bias against me, in law enforcement. I don't know.
Okay. Were you ever passed up for promotion because of this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm. Were you ever disciplined because of this?
No.
He's like, damn it. I've been asking for spankings all day. Allegedly, but did you see that little, I mean, he has been a spankings.
And you agree while you're out in the public, people are seeing you perform your law enforcement duties?
Yes.
And based upon what they see, they will make comments about you, correct?
Yes.
So how you perform your duties reflects on your reputation?
Yes.
And you've testified in the courtroom before, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mexican Vader, aftercare is important. Yes, my books are that bad. Okay, on a slight side tangent, I have never horrified my mother more than when she's like, you know what? I'm retired. And I know you like to read, so I want to start reading. So, I know you have a lot of books that you like. And I was like, oh crap. Okay. So I was like, where are we starting from? And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, are you more comfortable in the, Nora Roberts, euphemistic, flowery language, or are you okay with the Sandra Brown? We're using some naughty words, or the books I read that have chapters that I don't want to tell you about ever, under pain of sodium pentothal death and never hearing Genesis again. I still won't speak. And my mom's like, oh, there are books like that. And I was like, not to your knowledge. She's like, you know what? I'll ask my church friends. And I was like, that answers that question. I would stick with Nora Roberts. She has a lot of books. I was like, do not read any of the books. There are no recommendations I have for you. I can recommend nothing for you.
Have you ever testified in a civil case before?
No.
Have you ever testified in a civil case that involved the duties of a police officer before?
No.
You've had citizens comment on your execution of your duties before, correct?
Yes.
Not all those comments have been positive, have they?
Correct.
And so you would agree that as a police officer, you are subject to public scrutiny?
Yes.
Now, son, look at me with both eyes. So I know you're paying attention.
And you've
He can't help it. Look, normal Mo would not make fun of his eye, but the absolute ludicrous, the level of absurdity that it is the fact that multiple police departments have seen his cross-eyed behind and decided to give him a weapon. Just look, you have to laugh so you don't cry because it's terrifying.
never sought to keep your status as a law enforcement officer secret?
No.
Have you ever been in a local newspaper?
Yes.
Was it positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. But not everything they write is positive, is it?
Correct.
It's not a trick question, sweetie. You don't have to look around for like a secret answer.
As you've said that people can comment on your execution of your duties as a police officer, did you follow the procedure correctly in execution of the search warrant?
In the execution of the search warrant itself, yes.
Okay. So you knocked on the door as required by law?
Correct.
Okay. And then you decided to kick it in?
Correct.
And then when you couldn't kick it in, you went to the side door with a battering ram?
Correct.
Afroman, what kind of deadbolts you use for a friend? I'm just saying. Although none of these officers look like they take either cardio or lifting seriously. Let's just say physical fitness is not a part of their job that they're maintaining for a vast majority.
Why did you try to kick the door in with your foot?
Is this what we're not trying?
Your Honor, he has opened the door and saying that his...
No, I closed the door. So I don't think we're trying the search warrant case.
Your Honor, he is claiming that his reputation is linked to how he performs his official duties. I am merely introducing that he has not followed procedures, and therefore a person can criticize him on that, and therefore he would have that as part of his reputation that everybody would have to consider.
Well, we don't have any standard against which to measure that.
No, stop. You don't have any standard. You could have stopped there. You could have maintained at least verisimilitude of well, non-bias. And yet you kept going. Your determination to bust through, the chains of balance and and fairness. Congratulations.
Which is the whole point.
Mhm.
So how are we going to get a standard against which to measure that? Otherwise, you get a dance in the pea patch that said we're not dancing it.
If we can't present that he hasn't done his job correctly and that would reflect negative on his reputation, then I don't understand what we would be presenting that, because his reputation is exactly what he is claiming is damaged. It is the very issue that they're going to ask for money damages about.
Do you have an expert that's going to say there's a violation of the search warrant process?
No, we're just going to introduce policies and procedures in place at that time.
There are some?
There are, yes.
Well, then put the foundation out there first. Like my prior decision, made that clear.
I'm sorry, do you think police stations just operate on a, hey, like crowd testing, like we'll figure it out when we get there? Now, evidence proves that this particular station seems to have operated like that. But no, generally organizations with hierarchical, kind of organization or structure tend to have very decided, chain of commands and standard operating procedures. They tend to be very strict, very legalistic because of, well, whatever. I mean, some people will say the patriarchy, but some people will say that, oh, they're supposed to be, in theory, operating efficiently and functionally. Whichever reality you choose to live in.
I'm trying to work with you, don't get me wrong. But I'm pretty good about staying laser focused.
Sir, you're as laser focused as Ian freaking Crossland on Timcast. I am shocked you haven't started talking about effing graphene. You have not been near the point, unless it's to point out how the plaintiff's case could be better and to hand walk the attorney to the path of intelligence, or at least coherence. So how about you be quiet?
I'm trying to ask the questions now so I don't have to recall Mr. Newland after the sheriff, Kenny Dick, is called, so he can tell us what the policies were at that time. But I can save this line of questioning and recall him later for it, if that would be more amenable to the court.
See policies and procedures on your witness list.
The witness list or exhibit list, Your Honor?
All together, so I might have an old one.
There is an amended one, if I may, Your Honor.
You have them, Mr. Clinton?
Yes.
Amended when? Mine dated March 12th, so if you amended it on Friday, it might be out of date.
March 12th.
I have an amended witness list. Let's see, Sheriff's Office policy and procedure.
Policies and procedures for Adams County Sheriff's Office.
So that's isn't the whole policy procedure manual?
Yes, Your Honor, although we're going to try to tailor it to just what's relevant, so we don't have an entire manual. And Judge, we stipulated to the authenticity of
That comes in.
that document, so
Okay.
you need to witness authenticate it.
You forgot that, Mr. Osborne.
I would note I would need Mr. Dick to come in and say they were in place at the time, as Mr. Newland can't remember that they were in place at the time.
We might be able to stipulate.
Now, it's not every time you're in public that people yell and scream thief or pedophile, correct?
Correct.
There's quite a few times you can have.
Not before. Again, The monumental strategic stupidity of not either A, ignoring this, or B, leaning into this and, you know, again, taking the reins of the joke and making it your own. Lemon pound cake, bake off, you know, uh freaking, challenge Afroman to a rap battle diss off or whatever. Look, I've only watched 8 Mile once. I'll be real honest with you. I kind of hitched my musical wagon to Alanis Morissette, the 90s, and Phil Collins, Steve Winwood, Mike and the Mechanics, the Cars, uh, well, Rush, of course. Basically everything from the 80s except for effing Rod Stewart.
Have a peaceful meal with your kids and never have any problems.
Correct.
It's only at certain times this occurs.
He does. Bless his heart, he does. Oh no. Legal mindset from Tim Yu. Someone needs to do a side by side what I ordered, what I got. I will say I think legal mindset is objectively an attractive person, man. But I'm married. Like I notice objective attractiveness, but I'm not hunting, so it's kind of like okay. Look, I'm weird enough that I'm just thankful Mr. Mo likes me, and I am clinging on to that and never letting go. He knows all my weird. I don't have to like confess more than like I pretend to sleep when I'm in great pain, so he doesn't happen to see me in pain. But yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
Have you ever been accused before of stealing money from traffic stops?
Yes.
It was not Mr. Foreman that accused you, correct?
Correct.
Do tell. Spill the tea.
Have you seen a copy of Mr. Robinson's report?
He's like, damn you, arithmetic. My nemesis strikes again. Addition. One day I will subtract you from my life.
I may have seen, I don't believe I've seen the whole report. When he first conducted the report or conducted the investigation, I was provided a copy of the report or a partial copy.
But you never sent that to Mr. Foreman, did you?
I didn't know.
You would agree if someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration?
I'm sorry.
If someone called someone a baby killer, that would be an exaggeration, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Ask him if he knows the word exaggeration first. Again, you are making assumptions that might greatly, greatly skew these. Well, oh, I'm shocked.
Nobody would take that seriously, correct?
I'm sure somebody would.
So when you talk about your reputation, are you talking about your reputation only in Adams County, or are you talking about it in the whole world?
My reputation in general. Adams County, Hamilton County, the entire world.
The entire world. So you care what people think about you in Australia?
When it affects me and my job, yes.
How does Australia affect your job?
I'm not saying that it does. I'm just using it as a generalization. If it affects me and my
No. See, it's not, you're not understanding the concept. You are not making concrete what any of your damages are. Again, he is asking you what are the concrete, meaning actual things that you can feel, see, taste, touch, or show in your bank account that prove that Afroman, cost you money. Again, the defense attorney is, proving that again, if everyone in Australia thinks you are dumber than a box of rocks, the world will keep turning. And apparently, Ohio will keep promoting you in the police force. So it doesn't really matter to you, does it? Thank your lucky stars that for whatever reason, Ohio has elected for the police force to be the one area where you can fail upwards. Godspeed, Ohio. Though I say this, I'm from Indiana. I doubt that Indiana is much different or really any locality anywhere. So I'm not trying to throw stones in glass houses, y'all.
personal life and my job, yes, it matters to me.
Then Cletus,
Now
maybe
you're
get a
claiming
stupid grin
that
off your face.
by being called a thief, you were painted in a false light.
Yes,
And what exactly does that mean?
that I was being painted in a false light.
You've been accused of stealing from traffic stops before.
So being accused of stealing in traffic stops before was when money was seized and forfeited by the courts and no longer returned. And I was, unquote, quote unquote, called a thief.
Okay.
Never.
So, where also I was just doing my job, didn't quite fly. And yes, I understand that I'm going to violate Godwin's law, but the Nuremberg trial, again, facilitating a state law that is intrinsically state theft, and you decided that you were going to uphold the Constitution. If you were really a Chad, the way you say you are, and a total patriot, you wouldn't be facilitating state-sponsored theft. Oh, let's see here. Hey, streamer, if you follow me, I follow back forever. I already built 240. No, thank you. I mean, I appreciate the offer. I'll run it by my HR.
To this extent.
Okay.
Never to this broad,
But you would agree there is some similarity here. Money was seized here too.
Correct.
This is their stream. I do not know. And then let's see here. Okay, we've got day one.
Times as a law enforcement officer, did any of those cause you to quit your job and find a job in another place?
No.
You said, I think, that some officers in Norwood posted, was it a picture of Afroman, of Mr. Foreman on your computer?
Yes.
Did they post a picture of the accusation that you're a pedophile?
No.
As a public official, you're subject to scrutiny, I believe was Mr. Osborne's question, and you agree with that, correct? You're subject to scrutiny.
Yes.
And when you became a police officer, did you think you were signing up for being called a pedophile and having to lose your job?
No.
Do you think do you think being called a pedophile is just an exaggeration?
No, I don't.
You got asked a question about your emotions and whether or not you've seen a doctor, and I believe you said you haven't.
No.
Can you tell us anything about the atmosphere in law enforcement circles that, as you've experienced it, and the attitude toward therapy and emotions and that sort of thing?
There's a stigma on seeking medical help or seeing a doctor, taking therapy.
Yeah, because what we really should have is a bunch of, people that have maladaptive coping mechanisms and, high stressors. We should definitely, encourage. Again, if your fifis are truly hurt to the point that it is affecting your daily life and your relationships with your family members, get help. Oh my Bob Ross, that made my day, JK Debug.
You just expected to take it and move on, and it's all fun and games, kind of like, them posting that picture on my computer. I didn't find it funny at all, but they did. Like, it's just that stigma, around law enforcement in general.
So you've been dealing with this by yourself, as you say, without medical help?
Yes.
Those are all my questions, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome, Kat Knott Williams Raiders. And thank you for all your work you did to bring this trial to light, because this has been fantastic. After a night where I have basically had no sleep and needed to laugh, I am so glad to be able to, again, I want y'all to really think about this, because I was thinking about it this morning and I said it before, but I'll say it again. Look, I'm not going to say that our country is perfect, all right? But again, I want you to think how awesome it is that as a country, in less than 300 years, 250, we have gone from a country where when we wrote our foundational freedoms, we didn't treat every man as an equal, to today, nearly 250 years later, where the First Amendment, our foundational freedom, was upheld by Afroman.